Hello, welcome to the Extraordinary Variety channel, and Happy New Year's. Today is January 1st, so thought I'd read some of my favorite Proverbs. I haven't rehearsed this or anything like that. I just wrote down a couple Proverbs. I might do this in two parts actually, because I just got through to Proverbs chapter 15. Some of these are very familiar to you and some are not, and I'll just say out the proverb and then give some thoughts on it real quick. And here we go. So, very popular proverb, Proverb 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. I like the way this proverb starts. It starts right off. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So, without the beginning of knowledge, all knowledge is worthless, in my opinion. You know, you could have an MD, you could be an attorney, a CEO, but if you do not have the beginning of knowledge, which is the fear of Lord, it's all pretty much worthless. As Scripture tells us, it's just hay and stubble and will burn up in the end. You can't take an MD diploma with you when you die. You can't take any credentials with you when you die. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, and I've always liked that verse. And, you know, my pastor said it in the past when it comes to not just credentials, but materialism. You ever seen a hearse with a U-Haul behind it? No. He's also touched on recently, and sorry to paraphrase you, Pastor, but this fad recently in America with these storage units popping up all over the place. People don't just have their garages and the storage in their house. Now they have so much stuff that they've got to get a storage unit. And when he spoke of that, it spoke to me, and it is amazing that we just accumulate stuff. But at the end of the day, we can't take anything with us. The one thing we will have is the Lord, and in our faith in Him and our lifelong commitment to Him. The second proverb I have is Proverb 3, verses 5 to 6. Very famous proverb, of course. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into your own understanding. Once again, it goes back into this thought process that we are humans, we are the superior beings on this planet, and we could outsmart everything and outdo, but no, we're not. We're created. We are, you know, pretty much ants. We have been created by the Lord, and we're here to be workmen in His service, employed in His services, I'd like to say. So once again, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. Okay, Proverbs 3, Proverbs 3, verses 11 and 12. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of His correction. For whom the Lord loveth, He correcteth, even as a father, the son in whom He delighteth. So once again, I see this playing out in my own life right now. Despise not the chastening of the Lord. Despise not the punishment of the Lord. Despise not the correction of the Lord. Because it says right after why. For whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth. So the analogy I've always heard over the years is if you have a child, and this child runs across a busy street, and then squeaks by, doesn't get hit by the car, doesn't get flattened by an 18-wheeler, makes his way back to the house, and the father just sitting on the couch, and he says, oh, you're back, good for you, yeah, nah. I don't know if that father loves that child, but if you have a child that crosses the street and he makes his way back on the good Lord's blessing, and then the father chastens him, corrects him, spanks him, and says, do not ever do that again. You know that father loves that child. And it's the same thing with the Lord. When He sees you do foolish things on the planet, He corrects you. So despise not the chastening of the Lord. I'll go to the fourth proverb I have written down here. Proverb 9:8. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. So let's read that again. This isn't standard language that you hear every day, but it's the King James Version. It's the Bible that I use, and I believe maybe I'll do that in another video, but there's reasons why I use that, and I think that should be the only Bible you really use, but that's not for this video, of course. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. This almost goes to the constructive criticism. A scorner, he doesn't want to hear constructive criticism. He's going to get angry with you. He's going to be upset with you, and doesn't want to hear it. Doesn't want to hear it. But a wise man will love thee. When you rebuke him and you tell him, hey, listen, you're doing something wrong. If you're telling him in love, as taught to us in the New Testament, if you're doing it in love, he will love thee, and he will take that advice and heed that advice and maybe correct things he's doing wrong. Wow. I don't like these videos to go over too long, so once again, this was fun. I'm going to try to continue to do this. It keeps me on my path and hopefully keeps me accountable. So thank you for watching the Extraordinary Variety channel. Please like and subscribe.